Halloween Mercy. It's interesting, the requests you get, you know, the Overwatch characters are so popular. Even when I put up on Instagram, you would think, oh, comic book fans wouldn't be interested, but obviously a lot of people play the game. But also, I think, to their credit, Blizzard really picked a lot of very cool archetypes that exist in a lot of different universes, IP, whatever you want to call it, and kind of, you know, created like the ultimate versions of all these kind of characters. She's a little sassier looking. Some guy online that was just hounding me on Twitter, going, "What does the line on the end of the chin mean? Is it a cleft line or is it part of the construction?" I I honestly don't know, man. It's not important. I don't know. Does it matter? You're focusing on the wrong thing. So with these Overwatch characters, I still try to like infuse my own style into a bit, but I will, like for this one, go a little more cartoony because those characters are more anime inspired, I think, than traditional kind of Western comic book art. Perhaps, perhaps. I shouldn't rag. Should not complain. Everyone has a thing they're into, right? Put a little bit of a smile back in there. I don't know. I feel like that's what the sketch is saying to me. And then alright, let's see, make sure I got this chin part done here. She's got she's got this pumpkin thing. Looks like a pumpkin earring. So mental note, I would go in with whiteout and pop that highlight back in there so you know what it is. And then she's got this hair that kind of cascades out. Right, gets in there, and then the hat kind of comes out like this, and then around, and back here. So I'm gonna make sure I captured that. Probably did too thick here, so I'm gonna make sure I get it like that. And then the cone of the head, actually, the hat has to follow here, and so it comes out here. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna adjust that collar here. And then we have the cape that comes out here. There's a amulet of some sort here. And then the wings, basically. Wings are pretty cool, actually. I want to do them justice and have them kind of flare out like that. Have her cleavage here. Looks like she's got some sort of Overwatch emblem. Okay, and then it goes all the way around. Okay. And then we'll put the other wing right here. And then I'll just do one for the sub 25s the next time we get around. I have to get downstairs and kind of help set stuff up. But whoever when we start the next sketch stream, whoever has the top position in the cheer section, I guess we'll call out what the next sketch is for the sub 25s. And that will probably be next Sunday. I will put up a fuller schedule of this week's events later tonight. Are you guys enjoying the earlier start time, the 9:30? It's a little early for people on the West Coast. Or do you guys prefer the 10 o'clock? Or do you prefer the evening one? The evening one that I did in New York City actually had the lowest kind of tune-in rate for Sunday night. People have to work the next day. I can't really stream during the week. I mean, I could, but it would have to be at night, which would be, again, too late for most people, I think. So I've been kind of reserving Saturday and Sunday mornings. Really responded to chat that much today. I do review the streams later and read the comments, so I'd like to hear what you guys think. And then also, for those of you that do game, that like that, we haven't done a PUBG session in a while, you know, possibly this week. I haven't really figured out when, but okay. So just filling in the blacks here on this last sketch. And in my mind, I know I'm going to smudge ink in the back, and that's going to do like a pretty cool, hopefully very cool glow effect for the for her wings. Alright, let's see. I'm going to drop that shadow underneath the chin. That is a given. I'm going to add some color here. When I say color, just some blacks to kind of give it some grounding. The highlights in the center of that cylindrical shape. Alright, amulet, it's got some reflections going on at the side. Same over here. And this cape is going to have a bit of a dry brush kind of feel to it, so I'm going to do that. Holding the brush, pouring the ink at the same time. That was the reverse underpour, just for those of you scoring at home. Don't often do that in competition. All right. This area is black, I think. Here. So fill that in. How many Overwatch characters? Like 30, maybe, something like. I've done maybe 8 of them, or I think I've done 8 sketches, maybe at this point, six sketches. But I've done a couple duplicates of the characters. But maybe we'll do a gaming session that's Overwatch focused. I'll jump on there and I'll do my kick-ass Roadhog for you guys, because I know you guys want to see that. Okay, let's see. Almost done. Okay, now I'm going to do the front part of the phalanges here. As you can see, I'm not worried about cutting into the lines I've drawn, because in my head I already know I'm going to be pulling out that white out and fixing all that. Okay, and here's the other phalange. Fancy word for wing. Okay. See that neck? It's got to go here. That was just a really bad mistake waiting to happen. Okay, put some rendering here. Side of the torso. Thank you guys for hanging in there. We've kind of gone past our allotted time. Be done shortly. Okay. All right. Actually, while we're waiting, is there, so I know I could do a sub-only roll, but I don't think I could differentiate it by level. So what we'll do is, it'll be the honor system. So I obviously do. Going to be in attendance. Kind of waiting to hear back from the con people, but I don't think it's going to happen. So maybe next year. And then we'll probably also make the portfolio reviews sub-only for chat. Obviously, anyone can tune in. It's always free. But I don't know if we're going to implement that right away. For the most part, those have been less popular, and so the idea is not to have to resort to slow mode. But if it starts getting busier, then we'll go to a sub-only chat on that as well. But again, anyone can tune in. Okay. Something's here. Oh, what the heck happened there? That was weird. It's, I think the whiteout kind of. Okay, make sure. Get all this cleaned up here. And cleaned up in a way you can actually see me do it. Hopefully my head's not in the way. Okay. I'm just doing kind of progressive highlights. So I have one here, 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 and they get kind of smaller as they go up. It's just kind of a designy thing to do. Okay, and now I'm gonna get the, she has a kind of a Boy George kind of thing going on with this look. For those of you from the 80s that know who that is. Culture Club. All right, our little caveman-like, a little primitive. Just gonna clean them up. Basically add a little more point and polish to the end. All right. Okay. Business card will get me the bigger drops, and then I have a toothbrush, which will give me more of the finer splatter. And this will give you a much more kind of concentrated, almost glow-like, concentrated glow-like effect. Go faster and get rid of some of the splatter that obviously would not be as seen underside. Still some of it will splatter over. All right. Little leakage right there in the gaps. See if I can see that. Okay, looks good. Stop there. So that one's done.